Hi guys, welcome to the Spill and Grill.
I'm Sarah.
And I'm Tashinga.
And this is where you spill the stories.
And we grill them to perfection.
Okay guys, let's get started. Today's theme, a little bit different. Usually we like to talk about insecure men. This time, we're talking about men who are trying to make the women insecure.
Today a man told me I looked cheap on a first date. I wore a $12 dress from Shein, hair slicked back, gold hoops, heels I already had, classy, simple, I felt beautiful and feminine. Until, halfway through the dinner, he laughed and said, "You're pretty, but I could tell that dress was cheap the second you walked in." Then he laughed like it was a harmless joke. I just blinked like, did you really just say that? I didn't even know how to respond. I wasn't embarrassed, I was angry. We'd be talking for a few weeks and he seemed normal, had a decent job, funny on FaceTime, dinner was fine, nothing crazy. He talked a lot about money, crypto, stocks, his Tesla, red flag. But I let it slide. I thanked him for dinner, requested an Uber and stood outside in silence while he scrolled his phone like nothing had happened. 10 minutes after I left, he texted, "You sure you don't want company tonight?" The audacity. You insult my outfit and still think you are invited upstairs? No. I blocked him, got home, poured wine, and I did exactly what he wouldn't expect. I ordered 4 more dresses from Shein using their reviewer program that my sister showed me because I'm not embarrassed by where I shop. I'm embarrassed for men who think they can price tag a woman's worth. The dress was under $12, but the confidence, unaffordable.
Yes! You go, girl!
I love that.
Oh my God.
She wrote that so well. It's so true. What she says, like, I'm embarrassed for men who think they can price tag a woman's worth, and
they do that in so many different ways, not just by what they wear. Like,
it's very true. You say I look cheap, and then you say, "Do you want company tonight?" Like, it speaks volumes of him.
Right.
Volumes, Mr. Tesla.
If she felt beautiful in it, if she liked it, that's all that counts. Did you expect her to walk in Armani or Gucci or something?
Exactly.
It's a first date. It's a first date. I've been on first dates wearing jeans.
Exactly. It's so true. Who cares? But who actually cares? I mean, you don't want to be with someone like this anyway. And the fact that all he spoke about was crypto, money, and stocks, again, it says a lot of things.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
No, neither do I. It's just like his morals and values are just money.
Right.
It's just money, making money, investments. And that's good to a certain extent. But you're on a first date.
You can be a fashion person and you can recognize a cheap outfit. Fine. If someone is really, really into like textiles and fashion and whatever, fine. Somebody walks in with a polyester dress, you'll notice it because that's your thing. You don't have to mention it though.
No, you don't have to.
That's the problem.
I feel so sorry for her, especially because she felt good. And that's the most important thing. Like, it's already hard enough to go on the dates, you know, get the courage to get dressed. It's effort.
Exactly.
And then someone says, "I knew that dress was cheap the second you walked in."
Why would you say that? That's just so cruel. That is just starting to make her feel insecure. Like, imagine in a relationship with this person. He would make you feel bad every time you made an order on Shein. And then he would try to get you to spend more money on like more expensive clothing.
Exactly.
And like, guys, with inflation, everything is going up except for our salaries. And we want to feel good. We want to get our hair done. We want to get new clothes for the new season.
It's true, yeah.
And I know Shein has its controversy with stuff that's going on behind the scenes, but Shein helps females and males feel good in the clothes that they're wearing, and they make it affordable. And that's why Shein is aren't they the biggest retailer in the world right now?
Yeah, right now, yeah, definitely. It honestly, it does speak volumes of him, because before she's even opened her mouth and showed her intelligence, you've just judged her on her outfit.
Yeah.
So
I had the opposite happen to me. I was working as an assistant for like a fashion retailer. Like they weren't fashion designers, but they like resold like fashion stuff. And there was this beautiful bag that a bunch of people were walking around in the office with. It was beautiful. It was this huge bag, and it was $600 retail, but I could get it for $400 if I wanted it.
That's really good.
Yeah, not bad, right?
Yeah, good discount.
Real leather. It's a great like travel
nice.
bag and stuff. Like
that.
beautiful.
Yeah.
And the guy that I was dating was like, yeah, but it's still $400 that you're gonna put towards a bag. He's like, I know you find it beautiful, and I know like everybody in the office is wearing it, so it's it's got that influence power to it.
Yeah.
He's like, but you really want to put $400 towards one bag?
Oh, yeah.
And I didn't buy it. He was right.
Oh, the difference,
Yeah.
right? No, oh my god,
Yeah.
that's nice though. That he was like, "Are you sure, honey?"
Yeah, exactly. So
And then there's this one like, "You look cheap."
right, like this guy would have been like, no. Buy the bag and pay full price for it, you know? Like, even though you have an employee discount, pay full price. Like,
Well, then you can pay full price with your crypto money.
exactly.
And then after, like, she said
Yeah,
they
and
go
you wanna come
outside,
home.
and then he's on his phone, like, ignoring her.
Yeah.
And then he texts us 10 minutes later saying, "You sure you don't want company tonight?"
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Right.
Like, you want to sleep with me, but...
But you don't even like what I'm wearing.
Exactly.
She's too cheap for you because you don't like what she's wearing. But hey, as soon as it all comes off, everything's good, right?
This is so true.
Were you gonna like say something about the lingerie she was wearing? Her underwear? Her bra? What about if that was from Shane too? Would you have made a comment after the deed was done?
Exactly. Probably. Well, I mean, if he already did as soon as she walked in.
Right. Honestly, I think he was trying to manipulate her. He was trying to make her feel bad to slowly bring her insecurity, like, or bring her security. No, what am I trying to say? Trying to bring her confidence down. That's what I'm trying to say.
Secure part. Yeah. Okay. Oh, for sure.
Yeah. There was this one guy once who complimented me on my dress.
Oh, nice.
And I had found it at a secondhand shop for
lovely.
€2.
Oh.
And it was great. It fit me like a glove. Like, it was totally, like, meant for me. So he's like, hey, nice dress. You look great in it. And I said, well, thank you. I got it secondhand. I bought it for €2. And he's like, you should leave that part out. Like, why?
I'm proud.
I'm super proud that I found this that looks like it was made for me for €2.
I would have said why.
Because it's secondhand.
So?
And secondhand is like, like low class and dirty. And I mean, I washed it obviously before I wore it.
But oh my god, some people, honestly, the way they think is insane
Right?
to me. Like, it makes no sense.
Yeah, he flat out said, just say thank you. You don't have to say the rest of it. And I'm like, actually, no, the dress has a story.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
not only does it look great, so thank you for complimenting me.
Yeah.
But I got it for €2.
Exactly.
Like I was.
So if the dress was 200, would he want you to say? Would he be fine with you saying, "Oh, it was €200"?
Then he'd probably say something like, you shouldn't say that either because it makes you sound
Okay, so
like
then you,
overconfident.
But then
or
you
arrogant.
can't win. Then
No,
right?
it was one of those types.
So
of
basically,
people.
just don't. So leave out the price of the garment. Basically, I ain't got time. Sorry.
No, I'm like,
I
no,
don't really
no.
have time for
And
this.
every time someone complimented me on that dress, I said the exact same thing.
Guys
I
are
said,
the
"Thank you."
first ones to be like, "Oh, this watch costs this much, and I've got this much stocks, and this is so."
Yeah, exactly.
Now, come on. If you're feeling good, ladies, that is really all that matters. Forget these little comments from these insecure men. It does not matter how much the item costs that you're wearing.
But I'd love to know this guy's like intention. Like what?
Yeah.
What did he think? Or what was he trying to get at? Like what kind of? I don't know. I don't even know what to say. Like what kind of response did he want to get?
It's true.
Like did he expect her to go like? I'm sorry. I should have worn something better. I was nervous before we met.
I think so.
I'm so sorry. Next time I'll buy Gucci. Off.
And the Academy Award goes to...
All right, let's move on to the next guy who tried to upset a girl, but it didn't work.
What's wrong with people?
So many things.
Hurt people, that's what
Yes.
they say. And it's very true.
My ex didn't like my ex. In fact, he criticized it many, many times over the years. He told me in detail what he wished was different about it and how he wanted me to work out to build more muscle in my butt. Not surprisingly, over the years, this gave me a bit of a complex. I began to hate it myself, as silly as it sounds. I was ashamed of it. I wouldn't wear anything that I felt flattened it any more than it already was. I obsessed about it. It got to the point where I didn't even enjoy exercising because there was so much pain around it. I felt I had to work out to fix the way my body looked instead of because I enjoyed exercising. When I left that relationship, I started seeing other people. Want to know what physical feature I was complimented on the most? My ass. I was shocked. For most of my life, I had thought that it was bad, and yet all these men thought it was freaking awesome. I realized that reality wasn't what someone else thought. What was unattractive to one person was wildly attractive to another. I just needed to decide if I liked it. And turns out, I think it's pretty cute. And then I met my boyfriend. He tells me constantly how much he loves it, and he means it. And it saddens me to think how many years I wasted hearing that I needed to fix a physical attribute of mine when all along someone was waiting to enjoy it every single day. All that to say, if someone doesn't like something about you that is just a part of you, there is definitely someone else that will. You can like it yourself whether someone else does or does not. Oh, and another bonus, I love working out again. It's amazing what having the right people in your life can do. Thank you. Yes.
Bless her. What an...
Exactly. No pun intended.
No, I didn't even realize that.
And how was his ass? Did he have David Beckham's ass?
No.
Because quite frankly, like a lot of men have small flat ass.
They do, yeah, exactly. They really do. I think it's also very good that there's nothing wrong with surgery, but I think it's good that she didn't go to an extent of getting surgery and then regretting it later, because now she's had her regular butt and all the guys love it. So, oh, bless her. I'm happy that she got to experience actually both sides, right? So she could learn. But what an really. Like
I can imagine her saying goodbye to him, like she's on the way to the gym and he's like, make sure to do like glutes, 50 squats, right?
Exactly.
Like,
yeah, literally. Make sure you're building that up. Like I don't know. I just couldn't be with someone. How awful could you feel it?
I mean, I get that. You won't enjoy working out anymore, right? Like,
yeah, that part is actually really sad. So disgusting. So, but it's his insecurity.
Yeah,
it's
his insecurity, and he's trying to pass it on to her.
Exactly.
And he successfully made her insecure, right? She said that she built a complex.
Thank God she's with a boyfriend that loves her, and actually that she dated other men that had the same comment, right?
Yeah.
Thank God.
There was never anything wrong with her.
No.
She's always had a nice ass. The ex knew that. Just wanted to make her uncomfortable and make her insecure.
Yeah, because he was about something on him. So he was like, let's just push that. And as women, I feel like by default, we're quite more fragile and sensitive. Yeah. So it was going to work.
Well, yeah, of course. If your boyfriend or my boyfriend said, I don't like your ass, that would be so hurtful.
Yeah, it would be, for sure.
Even if you don't like my ass, if you're my boyfriend, you have to tell me you do.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the rule.
That's like the rule. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the rule. And if it's like, oh, I'm going to work out, I'm going to build it, then they support you. Like, do you, baby, whatever. Exactly. You know what I mean?
She doesn't express why she left, but I'm so glad that you got out and you realized that the problem was not you, it was him.
I'm glad as well that you
got
out.
Screw that guy. Yeah. He's the ass. No, like Tashinga said.
Yeah, literally, and I didn't even realize.
And not a bad good way. What am I trying to say? A stupid ass.
Yeah, but I think it's just so crazy how you can be in a relationship and someone tell you, I don't like that about your body. Like,
right?
It's wild.
He was digging at her insecurity a little bit more and more every single day.
Disgusting. Yeah. I would never say to my boyfriend, your dick needs to be bigger. I always use that as an example because it's true though. Like, if you're going to go personal and be like, my bum or my boobs or whatever, then go get a bigger dick. Good luck. Right. Good luck with that. It's impossible.
Right, exactly. That's literally something you can't fix, right?
No. I think she sounds like she wasn't really a confident girl at the start, maybe. And he tapped into that. Yeah. And thought, let's go.
I'm wondering if she was like super young and this was like a kind of like a grooming situation,
He was just picking at her.
Oh, yeah,
and it
absolutely.
was like fun for him.
Oh, absolutely. He loved it. I'm sure he loved it.
Oh, for sure. He was thriving with it day in, day out. And she would stay, because she did for many years. Yeah. And then, adios. Thank God she left him.
The story has a happy ending. So I'm super happy. But yeah, there's just something
and we haven't had like a happy ending like this in
a while.
Yeah,
so I'm happy.
It's refreshing.
happy to have found this one. Thank you to the world of threads.
Oh, we love threads.
We do love threads, absolutely. Move over Reddit. It's all about threads.
Oh, big statement from Sarah there. Well, guys, as always, please send in your crazy, wild dating stories. I'll leave the email, or Sarah will leave the email on the screen below, thespillandgrill@gmail.com. Remember, we are not professionals, we are not therapists, we are not doctors, we are not psychotherapists, we are not dating coaches.
We're not psychologists, we're not behavioral analysis people. We're just two girls. We like to talk, we like to rant, we like to share stories. And that's it. We like to give some unsolicited advice from time to time. You can or cannot take it. We're not professionals, we just like to talk.
Exactly.
We're professional talkers.
I like that, yeah. Professional talkers, building a community so you guys know that you are not alone, both men and women.
Correct, yes.
So if you are listening on Spotify, you've been listening to The Spill and Grill. And if you are watching on YouTube, thank you for watching The Spill and Grill. I'm Tashinga.
And I'm Sarah.
Take care, guys.
Bye.
Bye.